everybody. Thanks for joining us on Soft Magnetics Hard Topics. Today, I am joined by Bruce Sparrow, who works for Fair-Rite and is our ham radio expert, I would say. Bruce, hi. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, and thanks for inviting me. I'm Bruce N2KTV. First licensed back in 1971, and I've been an active ham radio operator for over 50 years. So anyway, I'm here to help out and help your understanding of ferrites and how it applies to ham radio.
Yeah, so we want to thank a lot of the ham radio folks that commented on our post and asked some specific questions. So today we're going to go over those questions, and Bruce is going to give us his best expert ham radio and ferrite answers. So first question is, what is the most popular mix or material when it comes to ham radio?
Well, there's a couple different applications for how ferrite's used in ham radio. One of the most popular is used in what's called a balun. Balun is simply a device. It's a wideband transformer that basically will choke off your common mode currents that come along, that travel along your braid on your coax. So the balanced part of the system is really the dipole antenna. That's the most typical antenna that most hams use. The unbalanced part is the feed line, the coax. And what a balun will do, and I need to clarify a little bit, I'm talking about a one-to-one current balun. Current balun basically forces equal amounts of current down both the braid and also the center conductor. And the common mixes that are used for that are FR43, FR52, FR61. Those, we often get the question is, what's the best mix? And I'll tell you, if you look through the literature, you'll find various authors will claim one is better than the other. I'm here to tell you that they all work pretty well. And I've used mixes from and all that. They all work to choke off common mode currents.
Well, perfect. One of the other questions we got from somebody on our video was a specific question. So what are the best mixes to use as RF transformers and common mode chokes and antenna systems, and what frequency to use those?
Okay, for a wideband transformer specifically, there are two different types of ferrites. Our nickel zinc, which is characterized by a very low permeability, and those are very good for in the 500 kilohertz up to the gigahertz range. These mixes are FR43, 44, 52, 61. Another application is really in a transformer, for a wideband transformer would be in a power supply application, typically a switch mode power supply. These operate in the kilohertz, say 20 kilohertz up to maybe about a 1 megahertz range. These are your FR78s, FR95, FR98. These are characterized by, much higher permeability and also have about a moderate saturation characteristic. So these work very well, for transformers and power supplies. These are your most typical ham radio applications that I've seen.
Okay. So for us non-ham radio people, what product categories of ours do you normally, purchase for ham radio stuff?
Okay, usually you'll find, for various people to use in ham radio would be really two applications. Again, we talked about the balun. Another common application really is to choke off noise in your system. For ferrite, we have a lot of clamp-on products. These are FR75s, FR43, and FR61. They operate over different frequency ranges. Our FR75 will choke off noise in the low kilohertz up to maybe about 10 megahertz. If you have noise problems in the high frequency range, you'll use our FR61. We make clamp-on products that can go onto your microphone cables, they can go onto your speaker cables. These are commonly bought. And I kind of want to add here that Fair-Rite works very well through our distribution channels. We usually do not sell directly to consumers, but you'll find all of our products in our distribution channel. Folks like Krieger Components, we sell to DigiKey. You'll find it all on our website. But
so when it comes to Fair-Rite, it's true or false? And I'm not holding, a gun to you. You were a big fan of Fair-Rite before you started working for us, right?
Yeah, I was. And I got to say that, it's kind of a dream come true working for Fair-Rite products, because I wound my first toroid when I was 14. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was simply following a diagram in a electronics magazine, but I bought my first toroids from one of Ferrite's distributors back in the early 70s. And if somebody had told me at that time that I would move to Wallkill and work for Fair-Rite products, I again, 50 years later, here I am, working with the products, and it's kind of like an amazing journey for me. Yes, it is.
Well, Fair-Rite does do a big support to the ham radio community. We try to support some of the events that go on, and, give out free engineering kits to be raffled off at those events. Do you have anything else that you want to give the fellow ham radios tips or tricks when it comes to Fair-Rite?
Yeah, one thing in particular, a lot of hams will pick or choose Fair-Rites from a table at a ham fest. These are unlabeled products. You don't even really know if they're Fair-Rite. And one thing I want to really emphasize, especially for noise suppression, our different mixes work in different frequency ranges. If you buy Fair-Rite off a table at a ham fest that's unlabeled, you don't really know what you're getting. I'm not trying to sell you product, but work through one of our distributors, pick the right Fair-Rite for the frequency range that you're trying to attenuate the noise in. You're going to be much happier. A lot of times I get questions from ham radio operators saying, hey, I tried what you said. I used a Fair-Rite that I found. It didn't work. I still have the noise problem. And I can tell you that I'll usually ask the question, where did you get the Fair-Rite from? And they said, well, I got it from a table at a ham fest. There was a whole bunch of stuff on there. I don't know what it is. Buy through one of our distributors. Our product comes directly from us to that distributor. It's guaranteed to attenuate noise in that range, and you'll know what you're getting. A lot of times people buy Fair-Rite. It's not even Fair-Rite. It's something else. It's
yeah. That's the source.
Yeah.
And you, even working here, you still support our distribution channel.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I buy through our distributors, because I know what I'm getting and I want it to work. Spend $2
definitely
more, you'll get a great product.
Yeah, and it'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, I think that's all we have for now. If you guys have any further questions for Bruce, I'm sure he'd be happy to come back and answer more questions. So if you have anything, comment below. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for the next video.
Great. Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.